facing the police every single day.
So was that a death threat on your Facebook page or not?
What's that?
Was that a death threat on your Facebook page to my family or not? Really? You were just wishing us happiness? Is that what it was?
Enjoying yourself?
Yeah, because all the Filipinos that I had look at that, they said that was a death threat.
Whatever. Wasn't, so.
It's pretty sad, Mark.
You know what's sad? You coming over here bothering me.
Bothering you?
Yeah.
Because you made a death threat against my family? That's bothering, dude. And you liked the comment? That's pretty sick, man. You took an oath to the Constitution or Mein Kampf? Fat fuck. Did you send somebody over yesterday?
No.
All right, somebody did come over, and I thought it was about this.
Okay.
All right, so
No,
do you know?
I wasn't here yesterday, so I got all the information and the emails, and the only question I had about these is the conversation here.
Right.
This conversation, did that stem from
Candle?
the candle post?
Yes.
Okay. That's what I was assuming that's where it stemmed
Yeah.
from. Okay.
Well, that's why I came here today, because that's why the cops were at my house. They were there yesterday at 9:30 a.m. You don't know anything about that?
No, I do not.
I would think it's about this, though. I mean,
I don't know if, I know they forwarded this to me because you said you wanted an IA complaint.
oh, both of them, man.
I don't know if they did try and send someone. I could try and pull it up in the system and see.
Yeah, we got to find out, because he didn't leave a message, he didn't call, he didn't email.
But they actually stopped by your house?
I record everything, dude. It's
Okay.
it's already on YouTube. I already sent it here. 1823 car, I think. Is that Chris? Not.
I'm not sure.
What the heck is his name? The third. I know you got a whole family line here. Chandler, the
Okay.
third, I think. Is he 1823? I
I
think.
don't know what car number he is.
All right.
Yeah,
I think it
I'm not
was
sure.
him. I was here with him the other day, to file the charge of theft, because he already did the IA, so now I can. And then that bad neighbor, that used to be a cop.
Works for
Yeah,
Manatee
DeSoto. Yeah. So I did that. So I don't know if he stopped about that or this. I would think it's this because so now that you're here, so anyway, so now we can talk. Dude, it's bad. It started Tuesday. This is the first fucking time this ever happened,
and now I know
man.
they've all been deleted from the public side, right?
All right.
From the public side of the posts. on
I
Facebook?
don't know, unless you're friends with her. Last time we knew, you couldn't see it.
Okay.
So we have other people that are very concerned of what's going on, that are freaking out. Because I don't know if you know or not, dude. My wife doesn't have anything to do with this. I don't know why they keep. So I got to point out, since you're here. So the green printout stuff.
This?
Those
where
three
the translations are.
Okay, those three green ones.
Yes.
So what happened is Tuesday. Okay.
Like this one here.
Yeah. So let's back up before that. So what happened is I found out they did an investigation on Mark, an MI investigation.
Right.
In fact, I think it was you. Anyways, so as you know, that's what I do. I do the story, right? That's the first time in 5 years we've ever had anything like this happen. I do admit, even Chandler said, do you get death threats? Hardly ever. Actually, we hardly ever. Hardly ever. So when this happened, we did a story. I did Facebook, YouTube, and all that.
Yeah, you posted it.
And then this was on her page, these three green ones.
On your wife's
on
page.
wife's page.
Right.
And so luckily it was 6:30 in the morning. I screen grabbed them, blocked her, because her family would freak out.
Yeah.
And then it just went downhill
Did
from
she go
there.
back and delete these posts?
She hid them for now. That's a good point that you mentioned.
That's why I don't know if they're hidden or deleted.
Okay, so these on her page, she hid them on Nita's page.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, she hid that. All right, and then I did block her, but then we unblocked her so we could because we wanted to see if there was still conversations going on
Right.
Jay Hoy's page, and then that's when we got the phone call that, oh my God, there's a fucking. So in the Philippines, what the candle means is That's death. That's your funeral
now, how
candle.
did you find that out? Through...
I'm not going to tell you who, but we have concerned friends, because everybody knows Nita has nothing to do with this. We don't know why she's pulling her in on this. And so they said, you know, you need to have somebody that knows J-Hoy, because you can only see this if you know J-Hoy and Mark and Jeanette Tuck, who both hid their stuff. When they found out we got this, I think it was Thursday or Friday, they both hid their stuff from me and Nita.
Okay.
I have a name that they don't know about, so I know they, at least 2 days ago, they still had their pages up. I don't know if they are now.
Okay.
But, so here's where it gets really sad. This is crazy. She has nothing to do with this. Since that happened, we can't sleep right. Her eating's messed up. She can't sleep right. She's freaking puking. I mean, because we've never, ever had this happen.
One of the comments in here...
Actually, there's multiple deaths. Did you see there's multiple deaths in there? It's sad.
Refer to your wife as being Filipino. Is she Filipino? Or?
Yeah, so this is the real bummer about it. So yes, my wife is Filipino. She was kind of friends with J-Hoy. Kinda. They're not tight.
Okay.
But here's the sad part. This also turned into slander defamation. She literally called a ton of the Filipinos that Nita knows, started slamming her. But they know she has nothing to do with this. So we don't...
This thing here, is this on the public records? Is this?
Yeah. So the reason why I did this part of the story is, dude, Mark Crissinger has so much pull. He got it to where they didn't post his MI. Usually when I pull a record, they'll put it on the portal, because once somebody gets it, anybody gets it for free, right? Yeah. They put this on the portal and then didn't put his MI. So I thought that was like bizarre.
They might. I was out for a week, so I don't know if they had another way of pulling it, because most of the time when the records request...
No, I already got it.
Oh, okay, okay.
And that's how all this started.
Okay.
And like I said, it is a bad MI, and it's not. It's the one where, he was yelling at the lady picking up the kid. And but see, here's what's weird. Like I said, I used to be friends with, like I told you, with Jacob and Crissinger too, but it all went downhill. Because like I said, I'm a constitutionalist libertarian. I was like, you guys are fucking nuts.
So
it was Thursday or Friday that they said that it got way worse, and that's when we got the screen grab and the copy paste, and then I don't know who told them. They found out we got it, and that next day, boom, they blocked. We couldn't see their pages, so that means we can't see what they're writing anymore. But like I said, if there's somebody else we have multiple people that are just freaking out this is happening. Because what's sad is some of the people here that talk about death, Jesus Christ, they're freaking other Filipinos she knows. She's never did any. So this has turned into defamation, slander, death threats. I don't know.
Her biggest, from what I'm reading here, is obviously she's upset that her picture was put on, but that's not...
Right, the story's not about her. Do you know why I did that? So everybody's asking, why did I do that? When I did a search, I have to put a picture with my story usually, right? So when I did a search, guess what came up? Mark is bragging about her on his LinkedIn. So I was like, okay, fine. If that's what you want, that's public. Yeah, it's public. I screen grabbed it and put it on there. But then we're like, as you see, it went way sideways. It started with a fucking death threat. Are you serious? Did you see J-Hoy also said in here that it will only be resolved when he's in Peace River?
I did not see that. Is that
that's in here?
Her language, or is that?
We had to translate a little bit, but it's in here.
Okay.
Where did that go? It's in here. So not only did she do the candle, but she said the Peace River thing. It is in there.
Is it in the actual message part where you printed out this page here?
I thought it was in the screen grab of the stuff that he did.
So I didn't see the screen grab of that. I saw that. That's the translation for that one.
Yep. Even I in the Philippines, actually, my pastor from the Philippines, who's an American, when he saw the green ones too, he's like, holy shit, even that stuff's bad. But anyways, it is in here. You got it. Tell you what, I hope you're doing something, because I was just at the court.
I'm trying to find the.
And I just picked up the papers for, as you know, to do cyber stalk, you got to do stalking.
Right. I actually had a letter that was being sent out to you saying that we were doing an investigation on this. I had another idea which actually kind of fell through today, so that's worked out. On here, I can't find it all of a sudden. The post where it shows Mark Crissinger, and he makes a comment on
This
one of
this
them.
is him.
Right. Were there any other comments or any other remarks from Mark that you have?
So this is where I know you're not going to you're going to find this hard to believe. I actually do have friends that are cops, ex-cops, and etc. They all got this, and as you know and I know, you can't do this crap. So as you know, as a police officer, if he knows about this death threat and is in the thread too, that's a major no-no. Because as you know, he is supposed to report something like this, not participate in it.
So this candle here was posted on her page.
Yes.
It wasn't sent to your wife or anything.
Correct.
It was posted
It's on her page.
And then you can kind of flow with the comments.
Correct. Yeah. Yeah. All the comments started after that, and then like I said, I'd want to include Jeanette Tuck because I'm sure you've heard I've had problems with her husband.
She doesn't work here anymore.
What? When did that happen?
Probably a month or two ago.
We heard rumor.
Yeah, she doesn't work here. So the only person that for internal affairs that I can investigate is Mark Crissinger. He's the only one that's still.
She gave up $70,000. That's average paid detective, isn't it? Is it lower than that? Okay, I hope it's lower than that. All right. But anyway, wow. Why is she going to be a firefighter too with her husband, or?
I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen there, but yeah, she's no longer here, and it's been a couple months. So.
Oh, all right. Somebody told me that, and I was like, why would you leave the money, the benefits, and etc.?
Yeah.
But she is married to a criminal, in my opinion. He was never charged, should have been. But anyways, that was one too. Did you ever see that one that I asked you guys to investigate too? Did you ever see that story? I know you're new.
Yeah, it might
where
have been when I was here.
Years ago, dude, he was married to a chick who embezzled a freaking $1 million, and they never investigated him.
I didn't hear about that one.
Totally serious. Never investigated him. Put her in prison.
Yep.
For a long time, and they never
They were married?
Yep.
That
That's not good. What's up with that? So no kidding. So what do I do with Jeanette Tuck? Because she did make. It's in the thread with the the Canada, which is a death threat.
Right.
So you would consider that? I mean, that is I'm gonna have to take the totality of it. I'm not gonna be the one investigating that aspect. Right.
Like if it's cyber stalking along those lines, that's the criminal investigations division.
Right.
It depends on what, obviously, her involvement is. If there's enough to corroborate her actions as being part of the threat, then it could be investigated.
Yeah. She said he will get his. I'm like, what the fuck? And I thought she was still a cop here, so I was like, you're an idiot. I mean, the cops that I know were saying, you're an idiot. But like I said, they already stated, I got a friend that was a cop here, high up, and the Mark Kirsten, she said, no, that's it. He's involved in the thread. He knows about it. He's supposed to report it. He's supposed to stop it, and he's part of it. Guilty, done.
Yeah, I'm going to try and get some stuff from Facebook back. And
actually, you brought up a good point. So I am supposed to just file the cyber stalking with the court or here also?
It's with this report, if you believe that there is some type of a crime, that we can document a report on it and see if there is enough to conduct an investigation. So like I said, I printed this out today. I have to get this with our criminal division and see.
Did you? Okay, yeah, you did print out that whole long thing too, right?
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
And then I even printed out, cyber stalking. I mean, dude, we fit all the criteria.
And so since
especially what it's doing to the wife.
Since you've been going back on her page and all their pages, you can't find
we have
any
not.
of these folks.
The only last thing that somebody told us about, and I thought you printed everything, right?
Yeah, everything that you.
The only was it's somewhere in there. It says Nita and Andy Sheets quit posting stuff, which as you know, dude, I can't post for threats. And
this one?
No, it was a different one. The last thing that we got was where they said quit posting stuff. Maybe you didn't get that. So, and as you know, that's not illegal. So what
Right.
what they meant by that is, so as you know, I report the stories.
Right.
I'm doing the story live as this thing goes. I mean, it's, while they're doing stupidity, I'm putting it right back out there to show people.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Okay.
which is, that's not illegal either. I'm showing this person made the complaint on him. I already knew him. He already told me the story where his best day ever was when he got to beat the shit out of people. And now he's doing this, and I was like, what more proof do you want? Then I asked for his records here.
Who are you talking about? Crissinger? Mark
Yes.
Crissinger? Okay.
Yes. Then I asked for his records here because after this, I'm pulling records. I'm pissed. So I want his tickets. I want his arrest. I want to start asking people contact them to see if it's happened to them. Also, too, we try to get his file 800 pages. Holy! And they want to charge $250. That's kind of like red flags there too. What's wrong with that? That's not normal.
Sure how long it takes to go through 800 pages?
Right.
Records department.
So it's red flagging again. You know what I mean? Because I knew when I saw the report, I was like, holy crap. And like I said, I know him. I know he's a hothead. So when I read the report, I was like, yee, this isn't. And then it happened to us. And
when you were going through the Facebook and stuff along these lines, did you have this recorded at all when you were finding out, or you just screen grabbed everything?
okay, what do you mean? Okay,
Like when you were going through and finding these conversations and stuff.
Yes.
Did you have any type of a video recorder going or anything, or you just screen grabbed?
Screen grab.
Okay.
Yeah. That's it. And then, like I said, I don't know if they've taken. Have they taken it all down? Have you heard? Or I don't know.
I went on through the public side.
Okay, through the public side, yes, you cannot see anything. You have to be friend to see it, and if they're smart, it'd be gone. But as you know, with Facebook, nothing's gone. Right. So I mean, you can still get it. And plus, a ton of people got the screen grabs. And like I said, here's the sad part: she has nothing to do with it. They fucking defamed and slandered her to all of her friends.
Well, that was the one question I had.
What?
This page here, is this something that any person can pull up, or is this specifically reference you?
Anybody can pull it up. And the reason why I sent this is, like I said, who the hell is Mark Kissinger, okay, where he can literally have records make it so they don't post his MI file, which I already got.
Right.
So usually everything that I get, they put on the portal because anybody can have it now. It's public. They actually have to keep it forever once we do this too. That's actually a good thing. This I've never seen this. I thought it was very bizarre, and you guys should know about that. What? Wow, how'd you do that?
Because this is blued out, and you can kind of see below it. It does look like it's your wife.
Yeah, correct. I accidentally made an email where somehow her name was on there, and
I'm just trying to see if there's a link that they saw this and saw her name.
No, that was later.
Okay.
Later.
So the likelihood of why she contacted your wife is because that they were somewhat friends and was upset about what was going on.
So our theory is, yes, they wanted to get to me through her, who had nothing to do with it, man.
Okay.
Ask everybody. All we do is work. We clean houses. That's our company. She sings in a choir. We don't.
And this stuff that you're posting on there is all
It's public
stuff that you can do, right? So.
Bingo! Very good.
Okay.
Correct.
There is an investigation going on it. Don't know if she already sent out the letter. If you got a letter in the mail,
right?
It was before we talked.
Yeah, dude. We're here. You know, like you were saying, it was good that this happened, anyways. Because, like I said, they came, so I had to find out what's up. But tell them to call and email. Dude, this was bad.
I don't know why they came yesterday.
This affected me. This affected her like you have no idea. And you can ask anyone. She has nothing to do with it. She used to live in the Philippines. She already knows what a corrupt government is, right? You want to know what's sad? I'm going to give you a quick example, though. When I was in the Philippines, I was there with her for 2 years working on paperwork. I saw her stand up, because, dude, the cops are really corrupt there. You'd bribe them, right? Okay. I saw her stand up to cops multiple times. They pull us over because I'm white. They think I can get money, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's real, okay? Yeah. All right, I saw her stand up. Did you know she fears the cops here more than there?
Really?
That's sad. Hers is a third world. We're supposed to be first world. Is that sad?
Yeah, if that's her opinion.
I'm
Definitely.
totally serious. That is her opinion. So for now, honestly, right now, she wants me just to file. She's going to try to stay out unless this gets really bad. Like you said, if it goes criminal and she has to, then she will. But because we can't believe this happened for no reason. As you know, read that statute, dude.
If
they do it for no reason, that is malicious.
If this goes criminal, then they probably will have to talk to her and get from her
Right.
because it was directed to her page, the initial part.
Right, it started right. But as you know it too, with the initial part did hint at me right away too. You can't control your husband. It's like, wow, really? She has her life. She cooks, she sings. This is my hobby and what I do and report on.
Right.
And like you said, that's what's mind-blowing. This is all I'm doing is public documents.
Right.
That's it.
Right.
That's it. And the reposting of stuff, like I said, I'm posting everything that's happening. There again, that's on a public forum.
So the stuff involving this investigation, you're posting back out there.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Just be careful about some of the stuff because, like you're even saying, is that if they're catching wind of it to try and erase stuff or hide stuff or do stuff,
Correct.
it could hinder my investigation.
Right.
If it gets back to them.
Right.
So just pick and choose what you think
Right.
is going to be not an issue. 'Cause
Well,
if they're getting information before I can
Right.
even get it,
Right.
then that might cause some issues.
Well, and that's one reason why I am sharing with people, because it's too late. We already got it. Like I said, when they found out we got it, it was either Thursday or Friday. The next morning, I got a secret name they don't know.
Okay, so most of the time when you're posting stuff back there, you have already.
I already got it.
Okay.
I already got it. I already got it. So like I said, they don't. I don't know who told them, but somebody saw that we got everything. The next day, both of them blocked me and Nita because they know what they did is wrong.
Okay.
So yeah, like I said, this was kind of a friend of hers, not a close friend, but her close friends are freaking out because I don't know if you know this, the Spanish type of societies are very close, and they can't believe this is happening, man. This is like, what? Why?
Yeah.
What's, but at the same time, it's to get to. But at the same time, that's sad. You just threatened both of our lives. And multiple times in there, she talks about if she sees Nita in person, she's going to beat her.
Now this here, it says, okay, I just want to make sure.
Yeah.
So the candle picture was on her page.
Yes.
But then,
But then
there's
Hoy's.
comments in posts that are in there that do reference that it was specifically meant for you
Oh,
or for
big
her.
time, big time.
Okay.
Big time, big time. No, that's why I said everybody's freaking out. That's why I'm here. That's why I'm going public with it. That's why multiple cops I know that used to work here have it, and they cannot believe it either. They're like, because Mark's got a ton of time in here. What is he thinking? And I know it wasn't him, but he knows about it. He's involved in conversation. Guilty. You are supposed to turn this kind of crap in. That is, as you know, your duty. If you know of a crime, you have to report a crime.
Right.
So.
I'm going to go through and decipher some of this.
All right.
There is some stuff that kind of.
Okay, we did try to do translations too. You'll see some places in here where it says translation below it. So she did do that. Somewhere it says translate.
Automatically translated like that.
No, not that one.
I
She
know on
wrote
the pictures. On the pictures here, there's
Yeah,
the ones
we
that'll
did
say
that.
The translations below. I saw
But
that.
in the printout too, it is in there too. If you
Okay.
just read through. So here.
C translation. But it doesn't say what actual.
That's not her too. Maybe I'll send it to you again. Maybe
There was 25 attachments on what you sent.
I know, dude. It's been a mess, man. It's been a mess. I'll send it to you again. I thought I sent you.
Yeah, because there's the one Word document that has all of this this in there, and then all of these, a couple of these do have the translation.
Yeah, the translation with it, correct.
A couple of the green ones had translation on them.
Well, you want to know what? I can reprint for this one. You know what? Scott Weinberg, I'm already talking to him. Okay. He actually said send him the stuff that I consider a threat. So want to know what? Here's a new printed thing, and where it points out all the ones that I consider.
Okay.
So you can have this new pile.
What are these smiley faces? Was that on the page?
Yes.
Okay.
So they think it's
Because
funny.
I think on the Word document you sent me.
Yeah, it
didn't have
doesn't.
any of the
It
pictures.
it doesn't show.
Okay.
So yeah, that's he asked for all the screen grabs of the stuff that we consider a threat.
Okay.
So see all the arrows?
Yep.
Have fun, man. You can have the pile, man.
That makes it a little bit easier for me.
Wait. Okay. Okay. Yeah. This is mine. So that's. Yeah, that should be everything I can reprint.
Yep.
Yeah, you have a lot of it, but at the same time, there is new stuff in
that's
here.
Okay.
And the stuff that I printed out, God, somewhere she did write translate. Where the heck? Translate. Okay, look for stuff like this. See how she did? That's what I was just going to tell you, dude. This conversation got so bad. Okay, this conversation got so bad. Do you know what she did? Jahoy did, his wife. Okay, in the Philippines, this is good and bad. There's like a fucking 100 different languages. Guess what? She went into freaking languages even my wife didn't know. So, dude, what the does this crap say? You're
so
gonna
it couldn't get translated correctly?
Thank you.
Okay.
So she's doing a real, mountain because there's
Could she be adding her own type of slang in there or anything along those lines?
Dude, that's what I'm saying. So you already see how bad it is, and then she did that. I was like, me and the wife are like, what the fudge? And then there's somebody else in here where we couldn't figure out too, where they were talking about candela. That is the candle of death.
Yep.
And they were also using slang, which we were like, where did this? So there again, if they're changing to something that we can't even read, it's probably not going to be good. Yeah, it's not going to be good. It's probably really bad. And they are talking about the candle when they did that.
Okay.
So, all right, that's enough for now. We met. So yeah, dude, this is really messing with her. All right, you do something. This isn't right,
do the
man.
steps that you got to do on your end to see
Right.
if there's enough through the course to
Yeah,
file
correct.
for that.
Correct.
And then, like I said, I'm going to review all this for my end of the IA portion. My
Right.
end of the IA portion is going to be specifically against Mark Crissinger because
Right.
he's the only employee that's
Correct.
associated with this.
Correct.
And pass it along to the Criminal Investigations
Right.
Division and see what they want to do from there.
All right, that's fair.
Okay.
See, this was meant to be. All right,
you,
thanks, man. Hey, Charlotte County, this is Charlotte County COPWATCH. We are here today to find out what we have to do to file cyber stalking paperwork. Because for the first time in 5 years, 17,000 articles on police corruption nationwide. We had a cop here with his wife making death threats against my family, and including my wife, who has nothing to do with it. So we are going to find out what you got to do, when you got to do, and etc. Charlotte County COPWATCH.
Okay.
So I don't know if you've ever, I've been doing this for 5 years. We do stories on police corruption and here nationwide. We just lately did a story on Charlotte County Sheriff Deputy Mark Crissinger, who had an investigation done on him. So that's what I do. I take the investigations, put it online. For the first time ever, we had a death threat, and the sad part is my wife has nothing to do with this. The death threat didn't start on her page, but they did post something on her page. Okay, luckily I caught it that morning, blocked them, screen grabbed, took it down. Unfortunately, we found out that Mark Crissinger's wife, that's who started this, kept going on her page with the death threats. And Mark Crissinger, we got the screen grabs and we got all that. He is involved in the conversation. He didn't actually say death, but as you know, a cop, when they know a crime is being committed, they have to report it, stop it, etc. So he's part of the conversation. Unfortunately, Charlotte County Sheriff Detective Janet Tuck is also in that conversation and made the statement that he will get his. Like I said, this line of thread is about me dying and my wife dying. So I was told by a friend of mine that does COPWATCH in Tampa that I can come here to file cyber stalk.
Yes, we do have a petition for stalking.
Okay.
The only thing is the judge will not take For the petition itself, what happens is you fill out the petition for stalking.
Yes.
If your wife wants to file, she would have to you can take it with you to give to her, because she has to, you can't file on behalf of her.
Right. No, I am filing because it's on both of us.
Okay, so she would need to file and you would need to file one separately.
Okay, yep.
And then you would fill out the paperwork. If you want to take it with you, you can, but you can't fill anything out, or you can't sign any paperwork because it has to be signed in front of us so we can.
Yep. Okay, that's fine.
Certify, stamp it.
But yeah, I unfortunately had to do this. Actually, this is why COPWATCH started, because I had a bad neighbor, and I've done this 5 years ago. So it's still the same paperwork, basically.
It's a domestic violence injunction process, but
Right.
the petition is a stalking.
So the cyber stalking, it's the same thing as the stalking charge before?
It's stalking. If you look at the statute, it'll kind of encompass.
Yes, actually, I was just,
Yeah.
I just printed it out and I was just reading it.
Yep. So that's what this petition would be. What's your name or case number?
What if I don't have their socials?
Okay, all I can do is send an email to the clerk to let her know, to let the judge know, but that's up to the judge if they want to continue or not. Okay, I'll email the clerk. That's fine, just if you want to call later this afternoon to find out the outcome of the case, you can do that. Yeah. Okay. My name's Amanda. You're welcome. All right, so yes, you would fill out this. You and her would each fill out this petition. What would happen is this gets submitted to the judge. Let's say you filled it out now, and you filled.
Right.
It would go up to the judge. She would then rule on whether it gets granted, denied, or set for hearing.
Right.
If it gets set for hearing, you would have a court date within 2 weeks.
Right.
That means the temporary injunction has not been granted, but a hearing has been set because she wants to hear further
Right.
about the case. If it gets granted, a temporary injunction is put into place, and then a hearing would be conducted in 2 weeks.
Right.
If it gets denied, she'll write a description as to why she denied it.
All right. And then, so I can attach all the
With the attachments, she only wants, this is Judge Evans, and she does not want attachments other than pictures of physical abuse or property damage.
okay, what about when it comes to cyber stalk?
That would be done in court.
Really? So all I can do there is tell the
Petition,
story.
Yeah, tell the story. You would start with the most recent and work backwards.
Right.
If it gets granted or if it gets set for hearing, then in court, you would present your evidence then.
All right, and then, so court is mandatory. So do I got to get a lawyer for that? I can do it on my own? How does?
You can be pro se.
Okay, so you can do pro se. All right. All right. Yeah.
There's no fee to file this, so.
All right. Then yeah, I would just like to take it with me then for now.
Yeah, that's fine.
And do you have a card for here to check to? You guys are open from when to when?
8 to 5.
8 to 5.
Yes.
And then I would return it, drop it off here, and then you guys call if it's granted, or I call back, or?
Yeah, you would drop this off. Let's say usually by 4. We tell people by 4 that afternoon we'll have an answer from
Right.
the judge. So if you drop it off before 4, she'll usually
Right.
get to it.
All right. So just to ask for the heck of it, I know you can't tell me. So what's her opinion lately on cyber stalk? I mean.
I don't really know. I don't go to court with her, so
Right.
I'm not really familiar with as to how she rules one way or the other. It just
Right.
has to fall within the lines of what the statute. It has to meet the statutory requirements.
All right. So if it's a death threat, that's pretty serious, right?
No, a death threat is serious. It's not something that should be discounted, but it just, you want to be as descriptive as possible within your
Right.
petition.
All right. I'll give it a try.
And then when you bring your wife's back, we just need a copy of her photo ID.
Right.
Okay, because we'll ask one for you and one for her. So if she doesn't come in with you,
Right.
Just try to get a photocopy of her ID so we can put that with the case.
Yep.
Okay?
All right.
And our card's on top.
All right.
Okay?
And then I go out the door
Yes,
here?
you can go
All
out
right.
those doors.
Thank you.
Thank you.
back there.
Police use who may want to retaliate against him physically.
Hey Charlotte County, this is Charlotte County COPWATCH, and I just wanted you to know that I am using this stuff under fair use. And also remember to like and subscribe this channel. Also too, keep in mind I do not make any money on YouTube. This is 5 hours work a day, you know, fighting for freedom. And you can donate with PayPal and Patreon. I just want you to think about this. If everybody gives to PayPal and Patreon, Patreon is every month. Actually, PayPal you can do every month. I have 12,000 subscribers. If everybody gives, I can quit my regular job and go full-time investigations on Charlotte County and possibly even more and beyond. So just keep that in mind. If everybody helps out, I can go full-time doing this. Thanks.